Hello everyone, Chris here, reporting for United People's TV with another weekly loan update for you. So let's dive straight in and start with the goalkeepers, Victor Valdez. Now, the Belgian Pro League, the actual regular season has finished, but what happens in the Belgian Pro League is quite interesting. The top half of the table go into a couple of playoff groups, and then the winner of those playoff groups goes into the final, and then the final of those playoff groups goes into the Champions League. That's the top half of the table. A similar thing happens with the bottom half, except the couple of teams at the bottom who fight it out for relegation. The bottom half of the league go into another set of playoff groups. They go into a playoff final, and the winner of the playoff final goes into the Europa League. And Standard Liège are in the second group. I hope I've made that clear because it's quite complex. But Standard Liège basically are trying to get into the Europa League next season. And they played their first game of their playoff group this week against Wisland Beveren. And I've spent days trying to pronounce that name. But Wisland Beveren. And they won 1-0. But Victor Valdez was nowhere to be seen. It's really bizarre. 1 week he's starting, winning the Belgian Cup final with them. And the next week he's not even on the subs bench. He's not starting, not on the subs bench either. And I haven't heard he's injured, so I just presume that they've dropped him for the time being. So well done Standard Liège on the win, but let's hope Victor Valdez gets back in the fold. One person who, the other goalkeeper that we sent out on loan is Kieran O'Hara, and he was getting quite a few first team games for Morecambe. But Barry Roach has now come back from suspension, and as what happens when the number one goalkeeper comes back in, he just goes straight back in the squad. Barry Roach is like Morecambe's De Gea. You know, if De Gea was suspended and Romero was in, if Romero was doing really well and De Gea came back, De Gea would probably get straight back in the team. So that's exactly what's happened at Morecambe. So bit hard luck for Kieran O'Hara, but I hope he gets a few games still before now and the end of the season. Let's move on to Tyler Blackett. Tyler Blackett, I mean, we found him. You know, last week we found that he was in the Celtic development squad. He was nowhere near the first team. He was in the reserves, effectively, for Celtic. This week, he's not in the first team. He's not on the subs bench. And he's not even in the development squad team. He's not even on the development squad's subs bench. He's completely fallen down the pecking order. He's not getting any games at all. It's really bizarre. It's like, is he really that bad? Is he really playing that badly? I mean, any Celtic fans who've seen him play recently, if you've watched the development squad, if you've watched him the last time he played a match for you, let me know, how bad is he at the minute? Because he must be playing terribly to not get anywhere near the first team or even the reserve squad. So I'd love to know if anyone's seen him play football recently. Has he just completely lost it? I hope not, but flipping heck, it's a real strange one. Moving on. Nick Powell at Hull City. Unfortunately, he's still injured. Hull won at the weekend. They beat Bristol City 4-0. Great result for Hull City, but Nick Powell's still out injured. So let's hope he recovers. On to the strikers. And what a weekend it's been for Ashley Fletcher. What a weekend. Barnsley were in the Johnstone Paints Trophy final. And they won 3-2 against Oxford United. And Fletch scored one of the goals. So get in there, Fletcher, and well done Barnsley on winning the Football League trophy. I mean, that's fantastic. I mean, what a day for Fletch that is. I mean, that'll do him the world of good. So he's what a loan signing he's been for Barnsley this season. And do you know what? With the way Rashford's performing, when Ashley Fletcher comes back in the summer next season, I think whoever's in charge has some decisions to make on whether to keep on playing the youth and getting Fletcher involved. And another person who might be involved is James Wilson. Now James Wilson, of course, is at Brighton, and he came off the bench with 5 minutes to go in the first half when Sam Baldock got injured against Burnley. So he came on. Brighton drew 2-2. And Wilson did play pretty well. I watched the game, and Wilson, he had some good runs. He made some great, incisive passing to his fellow strikers, and he was making some great attacking movements. So Wilson's doing well as well. Both Fletch and Wilson are doing pretty well. So great for our strikers. Anyway, that's all we've got time for this week. So like the video. Subscribe to United People's TV if you haven't done so already. Leave any comments, and if there's anything you'd like to discuss or talk about, put it in the comments below. I'll get back to you because we'd love to hear from you. And see you later, everyone. Take care.